Hi everybody, and welcome back to Tales of Berseria. Last time we got the Celatomas, and we got a big old... well, we got a beetle. As for what type of beetle it is, there was a bit of a fight about that. That gate's going to be down, isn't it? Oh no, never mind. Hey buddies.
You think there's any chance that wanted Moloch would launch an attack here?
A wanted Moloch.
His target's probably Loringen, but stay sharp just in case. He might try to break open the bug cage as a diversion.
Yeah, he might.
Wanted Moloch? Loringen?
First that demon Rex Helivis, and then Eleanor betrays us? We're never gonna catch a break.
Quit whining. Cleaning up messes is our job.
Wanted Moloch?
Looks like our Abbey buddies are up to something.
And the bug cage. That barrier, I assume?
If so, it won't be long before they find out we broke in.
Then we should make our exit while we can.
Who is the wanted Moloch? Zavied? But why would Zavied break open the bug cage? Also, why is there another warp point here? Oh, I see. Fair enough, that would have been nice earlier. Alright, we're out. So, let us head back to the Van Alsia. There are no chests over there, so let's run straight across the bridge. Still 4 more chests around here somewhere, but I'm assuming they're in the parts that we just haven't gotten to yet. This way. I'm not sure what I'm doing there. The bug cage. Why were they keeping that bug? Hey!
Hey, how goes it? Zavied! Easy there, bro. I don't got time to spar today. Got a date lined up.
That artifact you've got belongs to Eifried. Why do you have it?
Just picked
That's
it up off the
Eifried's?
ground somewhere.
Don't screw with me, tough guy. I have ways of making you talk.
Oh.
Ha! I wonder how much pain gets you to open up.
You're the one about to be tested.
It's not up to you how this goes. If I want to talk, we'll talk. And if I want to fight, we'll fight.
What are you?
Oh shit, we're going down.
I'd play more, but I don't want to keep old Pointybeard waiting. We'll chat some more later, with our fists.
Wait!
Oh, he's gone.
Eizen! We need to get the flowers to everyone on the ship!
You can handle it!
But you're...
Let's head back, Laffy said.
All right.
He still doesn't look right with a shirt on. But the short hair's growing on me though. That is a disgusting noise. Okay.
That thing Zavied was holding? What do you think that
It's
was?
From the
Siegfried.
sound of it, it seemed to belong to Eifried.
I've never seen any object or art quite like it. Maybe it's that relic Eifried brought back from a continent across the sea.
An
Oh.
art from another continent. Do you think Eizen will be alright?
That Moloch seemed to know what he was doing. I'd rather we just stayed out of his way, but...
First the throne, and now here. What is Zavied after, anyway?
He was probably just making up that date business. But still, old pointy beard?
Just like Eifried. When I was talking with Benwick, he said Eifried had a pointy beard.
You don't say.
Then I bet Zavied is that wanted Malak the Abbey's looking for.
Yeah. He must be aware they're after him. And then he baited Eizen into following him, using something that belonged to Eifried.
And I'm pretty sure Eizen knew that, but he went after him all the same. Ugh, this can only go well, I'm sure.
Is Eizen in trouble?
Oh yeah.
It doesn't matter either way, if his Corsair Scourge goes untreated. For now, let's get back to the ship.
Didn't Eizen say that Monarchs can't get Corsair Scourge? And I'm sure they said that Monarchs will be okay, and so would demons. Am I making that up? I'm not sure. 5,800 for completing 2 Code Red hunts, in addition to Life Coveting Fairy. Frenzied Wolf is the last one, which will be at Burnock Plateau. Wherever that is. So we did Mobile Mining Plant and Life Coveting Fairy. Excellent. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So yeah, we're almost at 10 out of 10. Nice. Let's get that. Right, let's get to the sheep.
Look! A frog!
It's unusual to see one this close to the sea.
Hey, I thought of a poem! Day at Port Renede. A frog jumps into the void. The sound of the sea.
Magilu?
What was that?
Just a little poem that popped into my head. My inspiration came from pondering the terror a frog would feel if it unwittingly leapt into the salty ocean. That's...
Horrifying?
I don't get it at all.
I got another one! Skinny little frog, Magilu is on your side. Do not give up hope.
I guess that one is about rooting for a frog?
That's right. I once bet a fortune on a game of chance involving frogs. That was my inspiration for this one. What do you think? Poetic, isn't it?
I think you have a gambling problem.
So, did this skinny frog win?
Nope. I lost my entire bet.
I think we can call that poetic justice.
What? I don't know what to make of that. I really don't. Hi, Benwick.
We've brought back your solitomas. Drink up.
You've saved us!
Yeah, we're awesome.
But where's the first mate?
About
We
that.
bumped into some wannabe tough guy Malak and he just took off after him.
What? That must have been Zavied! Why didn't you guys follow him?
And leave you all with the Corsair Scourge?
Yes! Eizen's the one in danger here.
Is
We
it
know.
because the Abbey is after Zavied?
So you even knew about it? I heard the details from a merchant who deals with the Abbey. Some big-shot exorcist named Melchior has set up a trap for Zavied and Loringen. If Eizen gets caught up in that, he might not make it out alive.
So now there's Melchior to worry about.
Why is Lord Melchior assuming direct command to capture Zavied? Wait, that's not important. What matters is I can turn Laffy's head over to him and finally return to the Abbey.
Melchior's a legate. A powerful enemy, trap or no.
Ugh, you guys are useless! Well, fine. If you're not going to go help him, we will.
What makes you think you're capable of being any help?
Would you let an ally get slaughtered just because you were scared?
What?
We want to save him. Maybe we'll lose. It still won't stop us. We are the ones who decide our fates. Only us. That's just the creed of Eifried's pirates.
You're a real hothead, you know that? Nobody said anything about not helping Eizen.
Huh?
You all stay here, take your medicine like good little boys, and be ready to welcome back your first mate and captain.
The captain?
Why else would Eizen knowingly barge into a trap, if not to save Eifried?
Of course! Leave the ship and crew to me.
Here, this one's for you.
Those pirates haven't a lick of sense in them.
They don't let reason dictate who they protect.
If you say so, Demon.
Now, about where Eizen's headed.
Those exorcists were talking about some place called Loringen.
Yes. It's a tower in the northern part of Westgand where the exorcists train.
Lines up with what Benwick told us. That must be the place.
There must be a lot of exorcists. Hang in there, Eizen.
That'll take more than basic exorcists to do him in.
We ought to pity any poor exorcists who meet the Reaper.
Right. Let's work together and find him.
Alright. We're off to Loringen. I don't know why there's a T in that place name. That's kind of bugging me, actually. Because it's like Lothringen, but apparently not. So I don't know.
Solitoma is as awful as I remember. I'd hoped I'd never have to drink it again.
Are you alright, Eleanor?
Is this your second experience with the Corsair Scourge?
No, I had it for a different reason. In the Abbey, it's tradition for initiates to drink Solitoma as part of their welcoming festivities.
Sounds like hazing to me.
When everyone shares the same experience, drinking something so shockingly revolting, our bonds are strengthened. It's a good thing.
If you say so.
I really did believe I'd never have to taste it again. To be blunt, I hate it.
You're lucky you think it tastes so terrible. That means you also know what tastes good. Right, Velvet?
Ow.
What does that mean?
Velvet can't taste anything aside from blood.
What? Is that because she's a demon?
I'm aware of one other flavor. Mogulu, here's your dose of Solitoma.
No!
Get back here!
Don't! Keep that salad away from I see. The sweet taste of another suffering.
Alright, Maggie had that one coming.
Why does it seem like everyone around me is completely mad?
Yeah! Continuing to fight when you know you'll lose just is insane!
Would you stand around and watch your comrade die, just because you're scared?
I wouldn't want to, but getting myself killed wouldn't save anyone either.
Yes, it would be illogical to fight.
Is being illogical really that bad?
Well,
at the Empyrean's throne, I remember Velvet standing, despite the horrible pain she felt. Rokuro is training with all his heart in order to defeat his brother Shigure. And Kurogane used up his own head to forge a powerful blade.
none of that is very logical.
Yeah, I don't know quite how to put it, but I think it's all amazing.
Aren't you forgetting someone?
Oh, yeah.
Magilu is traveling with us, even though she doesn't care. And that...
Yes, go on.
I don't really understand what that's about.
Miss
Magilu, hang in there!
Well, it is amazing in some sense, I suppose.
Oh, Maggie just getting slaughtered left and right.
Hello there. You're headed to Loringen Tower too?
Two.
Just a bit ago, a brawny, silver-haired man
Oh.
asked me how to get there.
Did he say why he was going there?
Something about meeting some friends of his. Exorcists use that tower to train, right? If he has exorcist friends, then maybe he's one too. But he seemed a bit rough and tumble to be an exorcist. I can't imagine a man like him.
Did he say anything else?
He said someone else might stop by and ask about the tower, and told me to tell him if they do. Did he mean you?
No clue.
So he was planning on us following him. What's he scheming?
You mean Zavied? Or the Abbey?
Both.
Who knows what Zavied's scheming? He schemes what he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
Tower lies beyond the Bernac Plateau.
Blah! If you're gonna set up an obvious trap, couldn't it at least be someplace more convenient?
Alright, so north, basically, I think is what I got from that. We're not allowed into the Walk Forest anymore, that's grayed out. So, off we go. So, I'm thinking once we get to the entrance is a good time to stop for this video. Just in case there's any, like, skits on the way, sort of thing. But yes, I wonder what... Well, I don't know if Zavied plans or if he's just kind of like Jack Sparrow and he just like makes it up as he goes. I kind of feel like that suits him a bit more. I'll check down the wings of this area in my own time. There's definitely a couple, well, there's 4 more chests around.
What's wrong, Laphicet?
I was just wondering why Eizen and Zavied can't work together to find Eifried.
All men their age care about is their reputation, their street cred. Such a hassle.
Oh, really?
Well, I can't fully deny it.
The same could be said of women. And of everyone, really. It's hard to work alongside someone unless you strive to understand their thoughts and feelings.
And if you can't?
Well,
It's like Zavied said. You start talking with your fists instead.
Sounds harder than I thought.
Ooh. Yes. Not that you're going to give me anything, you ungrateful little shit. But, yeah. That's another cat's scratched off. I wonder where the music went for a second there. Alright, so we are here. Oh. Oh! This is suddenly very bright. Must admit, I was hoping...
Whoa! Hot water is spouting out of the mountain!
And look at those
yeah.
rainbows.
this is one of the 7 wonders of the world, the Bernac Geyser. The water heats up from underground until the pressure forces it to spray up from the surface.
And the rainbows are caused by light reflecting from the salts suspended in the mineral water. It took tens of thousands of years for the minerals to accumulate here and form this phenomenon.
Wowee!
That was very educational.
At least you know plenty of trivia, if nothing else.
Additionally, the groundwater veins that feed this geyser are connected to the sea. Because of this, every now and then a boiled octopus or crab will shoot out from the geyser!
No way!
That's impossible. Well, not impossible, but...
With the salt content of the geyser's water, I bet they're seasoned to perfection.
Magulu, I'm declaring your bizarre imagination the 8th wonder of the world.
People say that all the time.
Right. I'm gonna look for a save point. There's probably one just by the tower here. It should be, I guess. But I want to do that before I go for that next Cobra Demon. Oh, there's Eizen. Actually, that's a good point.
Eizen!
Eizen would be
Did
useful.
you get the medicine to the ship's crew?
Yeah!
Good. I thank Steve.
These poor
These
exorcists.
soldiers won't be happy in the morning, but they're alive. Is this your work?
No, they were like this when I got here. It must have been Zavied.
He didn't kill a single one. Interesting.
The Abbey is going to great lengths to arrest him.
Even so, he clearly knows he's walking into a trap. What I don't get is why he roped me into all of this. If he didn't want my help, then what need did he have to play the Eizen card on me?
If you knew this was a trap, why did you come?
To see for myself. When I met Eizen, I was wallowing in despair that I would ever find a way to break the Reaper's curse. Stop denying reality, he told me. If you were really born with that curse, then it's a part of you. But if the Reaper learns to grasp the wheel of his life, even he may find his creed, his path through stormy waters. And so, I joined him aboard the Von Eltia.
A creed of life.
Let's say someone's murdered the captain. If it came as the result of him living life on his terms, I could accept that. But if anyone, and I mean anyone, tries to crush his way of life, I could never forgive them.
Who's there?
It's rude to eavesdrop.
If you got secrets, talk about them at home.
Zavied, isn't there any way you and Eizen can work together somehow?
Not if he's going to keep acting like this.
Well, that's how it is.
What was the point of all that posturing? He could have just stayed hidden. Weirdo.
Can't disagree there.
I wonder. Can't open that one. There's got to be a save point here. Right over here. Right here.
I don't get it.
Get what?
Why did Eizen let Eizen join his ship, knowing he carried the Reaper's curse with him?
A challenge?
What good did it do?
I guess.
I just don't see the reason behind it.
Well, if it were me who had that curse, it would mean that you and Velvet could die because of it, right?
Yeah, I suppose so.
If that's the case, then I'd feel like I'd both want to and not want to be close to you two. And I'd probably really, really hate myself for it.
Do you suppose that's how Eizen feels? But Eizen still took him in. He agreed they'd put up with the curse together.
It's all a bit hard to fathom.
Well, if one thing's for certain, it sounds like Eizen's a very strong man. At least for a base lawless pirate.
Is there just not a save point around here? Am I gonna have to go all the way back? Just to save.
Eizen?
Come on.
Can I ask you about that thing Zavied had?
It belonged to Eizen, didn't it? I've read much of the Abbey's archives on weaponry, but I've never seen anything like it.
He found it when we crossed to the far continent. It's a relic from a long-vanished civilization. He's like me and can't resist a good treasure. But of everything we've found, that one was his most prized.
What is it?
I can't
It's a gun.
say. It seemed like a weapon, but Eizen wouldn't let anyone touch it. He went off and tested it on his own, then came back all grinning, saying he had an ace up his sleeve the next time we got into a fight.
Then it's definitely some sort of ancient combat device? But why is Zavied looking for Eizen? To apologize for stealing it?
He doesn't seem like that much of a gentleman.
Did he really steal it?
What do you mean?
It's just my feeling, but Zavied doesn't seem like the type of Malak to steal something so precious.
He said he just picked it up. Perhaps he's trying to return it.
Perhaps.
Oh god, come on. There's gonna be another cutscene in here, isn't there?
Loringen Tower is a
crap.
training ground for exorcists, right?
Yes, it's a great edifice built on ancient ruins.
Laphicet, did you ever go there when you were tethered to Teresa?
I don't really remember the beginning of my service to Teresa.
I see.
What sort of training do they do there?
Exorcists are tested and assigned Malachim equivalent to their aptitude with mana. It's also where they practice Malak arts and study our laws.
So the lower ranks use it as a sparring ground in order to train up to the higher ranks?
No, an exorcist's affinity to mana is not something that strengthens through training. We are given Malachim based on our inborn ability, then learn arts to suit that ability.
So,
An orderly is an orderly for life, then.
Correct.
There'd be no spirit of competition then. Don't they want to get stronger, to advance through the ranks?
There'd be no purpose to advancement. Rank signifies nothing more than the type and number of Malachim one can tether. People join the Abbey for only 2 reasons. To protect people from demons, and to save the world.
Are all of you that dedicated to asceticism?
How sickeningly noble of you.
I wonder if your wills are suppressed just like those of the Malachim you use.
Deviants like you could never possibly understand our motives. In any case, that is who awaits you at Loringen Tower.
So we're in for a rough welcome. I say bring it on.
Alright, can I just... no. I don't want to go places and then cutscenes come along. Screw it. I'm going to stop here and then I'm going to just run all the way back to the save point back in the fields. And then I'll start back up at that Code Red Demon. So, next time on Tales of Berseria, we check out that Code Red Demon. I will see you guys then.